awaits us, along with our allies.
Okay, pop back up. Alright, so let me just re-explain just for the YouTube video. We will be following this WoW Pro guide. We will be doing everything in the zone. Starting off obviously with the Maw and going from there. As for the rares, if they're there, then we will kill them. If not, we're just skipping it. We will be doing obviously all the story quests, and we will be doing these side quests. And then once we finish up with Shadowlands, we will move on to other expansions and other endgame stuff like Covenant campaigns, Order Hall campaigns, stuff like that. All right, let's get into it.
Seize this power for herself. Instead, she has done the unthinkable. Now, she will come for them all. To finish what she started.
Still surprised she took, she was able to take Jaina. Tyrande doesn't surprise me.
Who held Azeroth together will be in her sights.
They've kind of made Tyrande really powerful, but we'll see where that story goes. No, she didn't take Yen. She could have took them both. Okay. I should also.
Minions abducting key leaders. The Banshee Queen attacked Icecrown. She cut a path to the frozen
turn off the auto.
Seized the helm of domination. Look to the sky and you will see the results of her actions. I have never beheld anything like this. But shattering the helm also freed Bolvar Fordragon from the burden of being the Lich King. Bolvar believes he knows where the Banshee has taken those she abducted. He awaits you at the Frozen Throne. The leaders of the Alliance and Horde have gathered with him.
One of the few times that they're together and they're not trying to kill each other.
The peace remains tenuous. These are troubled times. Our people need stability, Alliance and Horde alike. We cannot risk sending Azeroth's leaders on what might well be a suicide mission. Our friends who were abducted would offer the same counsel.
Coward! I would pay any price to see the Banshee impaled upon my glaive.
Notice there's still a couple leaders that are missing. Like where's Velen? He's not here.
We will face face.
It is good that you have arrived. We need heroes like you in this dire hour. When Sylvanas shattered the Helm of Domination, she was touched by the power it released. I can sense the echoes of that power, and I know where she has gone. So do I. If you wish to rescue your leaders, the Shattered Helm can open a path. It cannot bring you back, however. That you must do on your own. The risk is great, Fan of Stealth, but there is no other way. We will begin the ritual as once.
Fight for Azeroth. When the Banshee shattered the helm, it tore a gaping wound through the veil between our world and the Shadowlands. During my vigil upon the frozen throne, I caught fleeting glimpses into the realms of death. Among them, I saw a place of inescapable darkness. That is where you must go, if you are to save those Sylvanas has taken. Together, we can open the way. Place the shards of domination around the circle of runes. Then the ritual can be. When the helm rested upon my head, it took all my will to keep its insidious power in check. Many times, I nearly faltered. I could sense a dark presence at the edge of my consciousness. Not Arthas, not Ned. I dare not travel with you. Even free of the helm, I fear I would become bound to the
There's
will
only,
of its true
I don't believe he's
master.
even still in there.
But this threat cannot be left unchecked. Therefore you must venture where I cannot. The dangers you face will be considerable. Alone, you may well be outmatched. To aid in this task, the Knights of the Ebon Blade shall lend you their strength. Darian Mograine has volunteered to fight at your side.
The Ebon Blade does not fear death, here or in realms beyond.
Living mortals were never intended to cross beyond the veil. Where you are going, you may be unable to return.
It's not the first time they've said that.
But there is no other course. Death comes to claim Azeroth. It falls to you to defend her. The path opens.
I mean, when
Your
we went to the
courage will be
Ultimate
remembered,
Draenor,
champion. Aldiel Shalar.
that was supposed to be a one-way
Find those who are
trip,
taken and bring them home.
war-wise.
Rescue the others. The Banshee is mine to kill.
Tyrande, don't do this!
For Ilisar Feranol!
We cannot lose you to the darkness.
You made it through the rift. Good. I got this. No sign yet of the High Priestess. Perhaps she charged ahead into the chaos. All is not lost.
Not the most ideal of arrivals, but at least we're still in one piece. I have not seen any sign of Tyrande. Either she landed elsewhere or continued on without us. We should keep an eye out. Our knights are strong, but they don't stand much much chance scattered against such an opponent. We do need to thin the ranks of our foe. The Ebon Blade won't do us any good if they are cut down.
The Knights of the Ebon Blade will
That is
not
true.
falter.
The chaotic energies of this place have scattered the Ebon Blade. I don't think Azeroth's blessings will reach you here, Rogue. We will need allies if we are to survive this place. We should find them quickly before they are overcome.
A shadow of hope remains. Fight your way out of here. We will meet you ahead.
Ability for that.
I will listen.
Must be missing something. Oh, Blood Rush. Okay. Yeah, I was. I need it on here twice though.
Regroup with your fellow knights. We will not be far behind. We are establishing a forward position. Go. Make sure we hold it.
One of the larger fiends has several other knights engaged. Hurry to their aid, lest we lose more of our dwindling forces. Go. It is too late for me.
Tomorrow is another.
And she dies.
I require a target.
Thus there's no peace, no rest.
Go away. Trying to live.
We are driven by a single purpose. Troubles.
What is this on? No, that's on the wrong thing. This on that one.
I need to target something first.
We rally up ahead. Go! We have done all we can here. Let's get moving before reinforcements arrive. We know much about sacrifice.
We've been in this place mere moments, and already our forces are depleted. It will have to do. Take this horn. It can be used to call upon the remaining Ebon Blade forces to rally against your foes.
This clarion will signal the Ebon Blade to converge.
Our enemy is
on your
relentless,
foe.
but we will continue to
Use it
drive them back.
wisely.
Stand vigilant, rogue. I am loath to leave some of our knights behind, but it is obvious we cannot stand against such foes. We must make sure their sacrifices are not in vain. It appears we escaped our enemy's notice for the moment. We should take the opportunity to scout the nearby area for signs of our allies. We will draw less attention alone. The Ebon Blade. Alright, whatever. Come, let us see what awaits us in this hellscape.
We must forge our own death. We are vastly outnumbered. Let's try not to draw unwanted attention. Keep an eye out for clues that point to the frost magic. Looks like the work of our friend, the Lord Admiral. The conflict seems to move in this direction. We should follow the trail before it grows cold.
Ha. Frost pun.
More of Lady Proudmoore's handiwork. It would be unwise to break the enchantment. Let's move along. The Lord Admiral is truly formidable to have bested one of these monstrosities. Hold! What's that up ahead? Up ahead! It's Lady Proudmoore! Looks like we've secured the Lord Admiral. I'll signal the Ebon Blade to advance.
Thank the light you found us.
We'll just stand on Thrall. Jump on him a few times. Okay.
A long road lies before us.
Praise the light. I'd almost given up hope. Is that all that remains of your forces? Yep. It's a relief to see friendly faces again, but we have little time for pleasantries. Thrall is wounded, and we are being hunted by the denizens of this realm. We must seek shelter at once. Come, I believe I know of a place.
The Alliance will endure. We can't stay here. Can you walk, Thrall?
I will manage. Thank you for coming to my aid, Jaina.
Something's flying at us from above!
They found us. Be ready.
Struggle all you like, mortals. You cannot escape your fate.
Or can we?
images behind to keep them distracted. The illusion won't hold for long. Hurry! What would you ask?
Those images will keep our foes distracted for a time, but they will not give up their pursuit so easily. We must make haste.
I will never forget.
There's a cave not far from here. If we hurry, we can seek refuge. Those fiends will give chase if they spot us. Be prepared for a fight.
Control your power.
We're always prepared for a fight. On your mark, we will break for the cave nearby. Are you ready?
We
Always.
all have our ghosts. There's a cave just around the bend. With any luck, we can reach it before they notice.
Let's hope so. Our captors won't be pleased you managed to slip past them again.
Well, there goes our luck.
Knights, secure the cave! We'll hold off these fiends!
I do not have a target. So much for remaining unnoticed. Let's hurry.
What did Thrall mean by slip past them again? I've escaped before.
Indeed. I've broken free countless times, only to end up back in a cage. I've hidden inside this cave before. We can't stay long, but it should buy us a little time.
Another ambush! Bring them down!
Lord Admiral, before we found you, did you see any sign of the Night Lord?
Yolanda, here? No, I have not.
She leapt into the rift just ahead of us. She vowed to find Sylvanas Windrunner at any cost.
That is troubling. An ancient ritual infused her with incredible power. I fear it may be growing beyond her ability to contain it.
Your cell awaits, mage. The jailer has plans for you.
I've had enough of your cages, fiend!
There is nowhere to run. Nothing escapes the law. These allies of yours are insignificant. You will all end up in chains.
Not if we end you first!
It is useless to resist.
In here!
Clearly, he's never seen the Captain Grimm Shadowlands
We
Machinimas.
should be safe enough here for the moment. When you first arrived, I wasn't sure if you were even real, or if you were just another illusion meant to torment us. I was beginning to lose hope that I'd see anyone from our world again.
Speak your peace.
I will do what I can.
Rest here while you can, Stealth. I will tell you what I know.
A single spark.
Anduin
can set the
insisted that our
world
allies would come
aflame.
for us. I confess I had begun to doubt him. I'm sure you have many questions. I do what I can to provide answers, but I'm afraid even after, what has it been? Weeks? Longer? Time loses all meaning in a place of such darkness. Forgive me. Let me tell you what I can.
Be careful who you trust.
I know this place is a lot to take
I
in.
know what must be done. Very well. Where to begin? Denizens call this realm the Maw. From what I have gathered, it was intended as a prison for the most foul, irredeemable souls that ever existed.
Something has changed. Pure, noble souls are being held captive here as well. They cry out in torment.
Indeed. And one of their tormentors, and ours, is Sylvanas Windrunner. It seems she has made a powerful ally. The Shades whisper of someone called the Jailer. The Jailer rules this realm. We know little about him, but it's clear he has taken a special interest in us. He has personally overseen our treatment here.
We have endured countless torments. At times, it felt as if we were being tested. Though for what purpose, I cannot say.
Whatever this Jailer and the Banshee are planning, it won't end well. For any of us.
Probably not. What about the others?
I caught glimpses of Bane and Anduin during my attempts to break free. They live. That's all I know for certain. But I have found no means of leaving them all. I can only manage to teleport short distances. This nightmare feels inescapable.
Countless souls are now pouring into this realm. Some have been here for untold ages. Perhaps one of them knows a way out.
I can scarcely imagine the horrors such spirits have endured. I fear there's nothing left of them to save. They manifest as malevolent shades that wander the darkness. I doubt they'd willingly help us.
Knights of the Ebon Blade have ways to compel the dead to speak. If we seize one of them, we can extract its secrets.
The time for dreaming is
I need time to recover after that battle. Thrall could use the rest too. While we rest, perhaps you and Mograine can seek answers.
Control your power.
Okay?
Or it will control you.
If these souls have information we need, we will take it from them. Even after being shattered by the Banshee, the helm fragments given to you by Bolvar holds the power of domination. With it, we should be able to take control of the spirits long enough to find out what they know. They will need to be sufficiently weakened before we can break them. I'm confident you are more than capable of that task. Well, clearly.
We are eternal. We are unyielding. Use the helm while it's weakened.
You wanted to click that.
I cannot attack that.
Useless. These souls are too fragmented. There must be another way.
Useless. These souls are far too fragmented to provide us with anything. What is that? Look over to the ridge. There lies our quarry. No telling how many souls are writhing in together within that amalgam. With any luck, one of them might be coherent enough to give us answers.
This target poses a considerable threat. I will signal the Ebon Blade for assistance once we engage it.
Find enough mouths, and one of them is bound to speak. Let's bring this thing back to the cave and find out what it knows. My instincts were correct. Whatever dark magic binds these souls together also keeps them more or less coherent. It will take time, but we will find out what this thing knows. My interrogation will require use of the helm. Rest assured I will return it to your care. Let us bring our prize to the Lord Admiral.
You're coming with us!
Oh, I need to put my poison on.
Speak, fiend!
No hope! No mercy!
We cannot let the world.
It seems
fall
your
to
search was a
darkness.
success. Enough rest, there's much to be done.
Be careful who you trust.
Anduin is being kept in a place the Shades call the Tremaculum. It's not far, but the way is perilous. I have tried more than once to free him from his captors, but the forces holding him are too great for me to handle alone. I'm counting on your presence to tip the scales.
The Alliance will endure. Once we find Anduin, my staff will serve as an anchor for me to teleport us back to safety. All set. Let's get moving.
No, we don't need garrison ability.
This is the Tremaculum. Here, souls are tormented, twisted into wretched shades.
Last I saw Anduin, they were taking him to the tower above. We need to find a way up there. Here.
See it?
I sense tendrils of magic tethering this room to the tower. It should take us there. There's Anduin.
Sylvanas, what does she want with him?
The true battle lies ahead.
Lie low and observe. Sylvanas has the jailer forces at her command. She could call them down to overwhelm us. It won't do Anduin any good if we're all captured. Let's hold off engaging her until we know what she's after.
You won't succeed.
Such a narrow vision. You disappoint me. No matter. We will find what we seek. In another.
Anduin! How badly are you hurt?
I will live. I'm relieved you're all safe.
These bonds are too strong to break by force. We must find a way to free him.
I like how they look to me to do it. Like, you gotta do everything. You guys are supposed to be stronger.
Sometimes we must fight.
I knew in my heart that light wouldn't fail us. Your presence here is the proof. I've seen many souls brought here during my detention. The jailer seems to want to break them, to twist them into his service or worse. No soul deserves such a fate. The Mossworn here hold the keys to their chains. Free as many as you can and we'll get them away from here. Sylvanas thinks us broken. She believes she has already won. We will show her how mistaken she is. First, I will need your help. The bonds that hold me are possibly strong. We will need the key to free me of them. My imprisonment here has been overseen by a creature they call the Afflictor. The key is likely in its possession.
Never lose hope.
Find the cave on the other side of the chasm. Our allies will protect you there.
Alright, let's go up and get the key first. Do the rest along the way.
I require a target.
There it is.
Ebonblade forces are positioned nearby. They will defend you.
Alright, 2 more cages and we'll be done.
I do not have a target.
Your bonds are broken. Hurry, before the guards return.
Thank you, champion. I feared I would never be free of those shackles. A just
should move
cause is
quickly.
always worth
Are
fighting
you fit
for.
to travel?
Did you find the
I will
key?
be fine once this
I'd almost
place is
forgotten the
behind
feeling of
us.
freedom.
Lead on.
Now let's take the fight to these fiends. It's what I've been doing. I knew I could trust you. Though we face insurmountable odds, we must try to do what is right. I cannot express my gratitude enough for your help, champion. We mustn't linger, however. The jailer's forces will soon be alerted to the disturbance here. Let us leave this place at once.
Be
My
vigilant.
ability to
Agreed.
teleport is limited here. But I should be able to open a portal back to my staff's location.
Those wounds look serious, Thrall. Let me tend them.
Thank you, Anduin. It'll feel good to be back at full strength.
Your arrival is timely. We know our friend has something to share.
Even shattered, the Helm of Domination possesses an incredible power over the souls of the dead. But don't take my word for it, ask our friend here. Make it
We
known.
must forge our own destiny. Speak. How do we leave this place?
Futile! The path was sealed long ago.
So there is a way out. Tell us where to find it.
Waystone! Get the cauldron! No!
Could you make sense of what it said, Lord Admiral?
The cauldron it spoke of lies beyond the River of Souls. I believe Bane is being held captive there.
Then it seems our course is clear. We are driven by a single
I cannot say I enjoy wielding the Helm of Domination. The magic it holds is unsettling to the dead. I gladly return it to your care.
The Knights of the Elm Blade will not.
The way forward
These
will not
innocent souls alone to their fate. Our remaining forces will remain on guard here. Signal us when you find this Waystone.
The time for dreaming.
Our next step is clear. We must travel to Zoval's Cauldron, a frightful place I've heard spoken of in fanatical whispers. It's a forge of sorts that lies across the River of Souls. I've only been there a handful of times, but I've seen Bane held captive by the soldiers there. If fortune favors us, he'll still be nearby. Once he's safe, we can see about finding this Waystone that the Shade spoke of.
I know what must be done. You're troubled, Thrall. What is it?
Still no sign of Tyrande. We cannot leave her alone in this nightmare.
Agreed. But we have no idea how to find her. We will do our best, but this Waystone may be our only means of escape. If there's a way out of the Maw, then there has to be a way back in. We will return for her.
I hear something stirring.
Your wretched souls will feed the coming darkness.
Wretched? I heard you were soundly beaten by a force of wretched champions, witch.
You will pay for that insult! The skies of your world will be darkened by the wings of my Morsworn!
Is it insulting if it's true? Like, he just throws his axe right into her face.
What is this madness?
This sound, it's unbearable.
Keep moving!
Look, on the precipice above. Is that?
The jailer.
He has Bane.
Just look how small Bane looks compared to him.
The way forward will
The
not
jailer has
be
Bane.
easy.
This is worse than we feared.
Pitiful mortal. I find your spirit unworthy. Bane! No!
His wounds are mending, but his spirit remains weakened. I've never seen anything like it.
I believe I have. In a place very far from here. Well met.
I was a damned fool for throwing my axe at that sea hag. We can't afford to lose focus. The battle ahead won't be easy. I'll need another weapon to help us fight to the Waystone. Looks like these soldiers have plenty of armor. Let's keep an eye out for one I can use.
For Azeroth. Loktar.
Even as Bane's flesh mends, his spirit draws closer to death. I've seen dark magic like this before, among the Shadowmoon clan. The only cure for the Shadowmoon's curse was to find the object they used to poison the spirit and shatter it. The sorcerers of this realm wield ornamental daggers. That might be what we're looking for. We must find the one that they used on Bane quickly.
Let honor guide your path. A crossbow? I prefer to strike my enemies face to face. I suppose it's got heft to it. Let's see what else we can find. This must be the dagger. Bane's blood still stains.
That's the quickest I've
blade.
ever gotten that blade.
I've never been one for staves, but at least it won't break in a melee. Let's keep looking.
Too far away.
A serviceable weapon, though I've never understood why the Alliance seems so fixated with swords. Too much blade, not enough haft. Too long a handle. Better than nothing, I suppose. Let's take one more look.
Where is it? There it is.
At last, a proper warrior's weapon. If the jailer comes, he will taste my steel. Dromkar.
We can only hope Bane's curse was inflicted by one of the sorcerers here. We were fortunate to find the sorcerer who poisoned Bane's spirit. I will need your help breaking its link to the High Chieftain. This lacks the balance and craftsmanship of a good Frostwolf axe, but it will have to do. Let's get moving. Now that we have the dagger, we'll take the combined will of all of us to sever the weapon's link to the High Chieftain. Jaina, Anduin, and I must do our part to keep Bane's spirit grounded. So it'll be up to you to deal with whatever force is unleashed when the blade is broken. Are you up to the task?
Together.
You seen some of the things we've fought in over the years? You're asking me if I'm up to the task. Of course I am.
When I break the blade, be prepared for whatever comes.
This curse is tearing his soul apart. You must defeat it quickly.
Hold on, Bane! Do not let the jailer take you!
I think he's coming too. Bane, can you hear me?
And when I thought my end had come. It almost did, were it not for this champion. Then you have my eternal gratitude, hero. The Torrens stand proud.
Were it not for your efforts, I am certain my body and soul would be trapped in this forsaken place for eternity. I owe you my life, and I will fight to my last breath to repay this debt.
Stand
I wish we
strong.
had more time for you to
Stay
recover,
true.
but we need to move.
Understood. Lead the way.
A long road lies
We must
before
move
us.
quickly if we wish to find the Waystone. The soul mentioned it overlooks the cauldron, which would put it somewhere upon the ridge on the other side. Unfortunately, this area is swarming with enemy forces. We'd best avoid engaging them, lest we draw the jailer's attention. I can shield us from sight. We all have to stay together.
We all have our posts.
We seek a waystone located beyond the cauldron. Have you seen it? I spotted an obelisk of ancient stone upon the high ridge. It did not seem important. The jailer's forces pay it little heed. What do you think it is?
Our way out of here. We hope. I will do what I can.
Zolval's cauldron is heavily fortified with the jailer's forces. We'd be wise to pass by undetected. Give the word and I will shield us from their sight. Let's go.
I will never forget.
The jailer's forces seem endless. There is no way we can fight through them all. Jaina, can you hide us from their sight?
My spell will get us past most of his guards, but there will likely be some who can see through it. Stay close. We can't afford to draw their attention. Careful. These eyes can see through my spell.
The size of the jailer's army rivals that of the Legion, and it's growing larger.
Hold here.
So many souls pouring into the maw. The dead of Azeroth, Draenor, worlds beyond our imagination. All damned to this place.
To be forged into weapons for the jailer. Despite all Sylvanas has done, I never thought she'd be part of something like this.
Feel like the signs are there though.
Look, on the platform ahead. That must be the Waystone. We need to reach it before the jailer takes notice.
Turn this off.
The Waystone was said to be dormant, yet it seems to be reacting to our presence. I can't find a way to activate it.
Forgot to turn that off. Okay.
Greetings, friend.
We made it. If we can activate this Waystone, we just might be able to escape this place. Anduin examines the obelisk intently. I've never seen markings like this before. I've studied Titan artifacts, but this appears to be made by a different hand. It doesn't respond to me. I think Jane is right. The Waystone is reacting to your presence. Perhaps you'll have better luck activating it. Stay on your guard. The jailer's forces paid this no mind when it was dormant. There's no telling what they'll do if that changes.
When the jailer realizes our plan, he'll send all his forces against us. Our only chance is to keep them at bay long enough for the Waystone to fully charge. Every second counts.
Relic of the first ones. Responding to a mortal? Impossible. Forsworn! Take them!
Hold the line! The Waystone must finish charging!
Forces are vast, endless. We have stopped endless armies before. We will never yield.
I need to target something first.
It's nearly charged! Do not falter!
Comes from the soul of your world. All that you see, all that you know, will be undone. Jaina, something's wrong. It seems the Waystone has stopped charging.
The stone responds to you, champion! Try to activate it while we hold off the jailer's army!
The Waystone appears to be waiting for something. You reach out and touch its surface.
Nothing escapes the law. Yield to the inevitable.
Okay, Thanos.
They've stopped their advance. The light is with me. Even here. Go, champion! Go! You have failed.
No. I have precisely what I need. Greetings, mortal.
Oh, excuse me.
You are welcome.
It is my duty to observe the strands of fate, the wondrous possibilities that the purpose lays before us. Fate flows around you, mortal. It shifts, it changes, but I have stilled its moments to offer you a choice. You may journey through Shadowlands in the same manner as those who came before you have done, or you may choose a different path, one that lets you forge a bond with the Covenant now, and move freely through the realms of death to forge your own destiny. What say you, Mortal?
Shall be restored. All souls.
So only if you've gone through this before will you get this choice. Your first time doing the story, you won't get the choice to do Threads of Fate. But we're just going to replay the storyline.
What do you seek? An agent of the Maw is attacking Oribos. Defend the Arbiter!
You arrive alone at the precipice of Strange City, knowing the leaders of Azeroth remain trapped in the Maw. Wherever you are, it is clearly very, very far from home. It appears your arrival has been noticed. And we don't need this. Alright guys, we will leave off there, and then when the next episode, we will continue in Oribos and start in Bastion. So, see you next time.